This past weekend, you had some big fights, obviously, and some big wins, uh, especially when you look at the heavyweight division, like Vitor Petrino getting the win, Shamil Gaziev getting the finish. And, anytime you win like that, you're going to make a splash in the UFC rankings, that's for sure. I mean, make no mistake about it. You got Gaziev winning, Vitor Petrino, who is going to be a guy that's going to be tough to beat in the heavyweight division because he's well rounded. Gaziev, on the other hand, 15-3. He's not quite in the UFC rankings just yet. But is the heavyweight division back? That's the main topic of discussion here before we get into this week's fight card, which is UFC Shanghai and all that goes with that. Vitor Petrino all the way up to number 8 in the division. So impressive. So let's just start to look at the top 10. Tom Aspinall, champ. Cyril Gane, 1. Volkov, 2. Pavlovich. Pereira is still in there. Who did Pereira beat in the heavyweight division to get ranked 4th? See, that's where the meta. Let me just look at that. Now, let me flip over to the UFC rankings. I guarantee, and Pereira is 3. No, that's light heavyweight. Yeah, under the old rankings, Pereira is not ranked. Okay. But under the meta rankings, Pereira is at 4. So I like the meta rankings better. So I can't, even though it's new, I can't go against it. All right. They got Pereira at 4. I'll have to live with it. Kuniev, Rizvan Kuniev, 5. Hoke at 6. Waldo Cortez Acosta, 7. I'd make the case that Petrino at number 8 could probably beat him. But from 7 or 8 all the way up, it's pretty deep now. The division is pretty deep. So it's working its way back. And I say that about some of these numbered fight cards too. You look at fight 7. You look at the 7th ranked fighter in the division. This isn't boxing as it got weak and you only knew who the final fight was. Like a lot of you know who the top 7 fighters are in each division, especially if I went through the names. You're like, oh yeah, I know them. I know them. I know. Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of that, but the 7th fighter, as you go around into some of these divisions, heavyweight, Trino and Waldo Cortez Acosta. That's a pretty deep division. Light heavyweight, you're looking at like Khalil Roundtree, Navajo Sterling, and Dominic Reyes. Now De Ritter got the win. He's in there. Wasn't ranked before. He's 9. So that division is getting tough. Gregory Rodriguez is up 3 spots in the middleweight division with his big main event win. So that division is beefing up. Then the welterweight to me is probably 1 or 2 right now. Bilal Muhammad at 7, but underneath him, you still got Joaquin Buckley, Leon Edwards, Uros Medic, Usman. Forget about it. Lightweight, always ridiculous. You got Kalan Saul killed at 6, Moicano 7, Benoit Saint Denis 8. Then as you get into the featherweight, Pat Sabatini. Okay, so the featherweight's not quite as strong. Bantamweight, you got David Martinez. Song Yadong is his 6. He's on the card this week, taking on number 2, Nurmagomedov. So at least the bantamweight will be in prime time, even though it doesn't start in prime time. More of that on that in a minute. And then in the flyweight, Ramazan Temirov, uh, who's 12-1 right now. So some of these divisions are beefing up, but everybody wants to see the heavyweight get back on track, and I think right now it's headed that way. The likes of Curtis Blades are starting to fall away. And then you got Anthony Wint, who just made his UFC debut the other day. He's going to be a good one. Shamil Gaziev, 15-3. He's going to be a good one. So the heavyweight division is undergoing a resurgence, and fighting is so much better when the heavyweight division is stacked. And it's not stacked yet, but the heavyweight division is heading towards being stacked, and that's what we want. We want big, big heavyweight fights. So that's where that stands.